a 2005 Subaru Outback 5-speed manual. I purchased this car as a daily driver in 2014. Soon was no longer a daily driver, and then we started rallying at the end of 2014. I have a bit of a history of some track racing out on the West Coast. I used to have an RX-7. Had an interest in wanting to get into different kind of racing, and I thought this would be a really unique way, especially up here with all the roads and our winters. The engines have been built custom by Lightspeed Innovations out of Red Deer. It's a EJ253 naturally aspirated single overhead cam boxer engine, but it's gotten the rally treatment, so forged pistons. It's pretty much a bulletproof engine. Transmission stock, suspension we've upgraded to an off-road rally suspension, lift kit, 1-inch lift on it, king springs, bigger brakes, brand new brakes almost every 6 months it feels like we need new brakes. Smaller wheels, bigger rubber. And then all of our rally radios and navigation equipment, computers. That's more Brian's specialty, but in terms of what we've done to the car, that's pretty much that in a nutshell.
I have two roles. One is to keep us on course, and the next role is to keep us on time, because we do time, speed, distance rallying. So it's about precision navigation, driving the exact right speed, and arriving at precise points at the precise time. We were discussing some of our what we would call bucket list activities, and we discovered something called the Alcan 5000, which is just a tremendous touring and TSD rally in the dead of winter right across northern Canada and into Alaska. And we wanted a chance to really stretch ourselves and try a big adventure. So we began training to do rallying, and that was the impetus to try it, is we were going to go do this Alcan 5000.
5,000 mile rally was our first one, so I think we did one TSD event down in Coronation, just to see what we were getting into, and we had no idea what we were doing, and we still managed to, we didn't get lost actually, that was the nice thing.
Yeah, that was our goal.
Yeah, we didn't get lost, and we didn't. I think the hardest part about how we race is it's not necessarily based on speed so much as it's based on, as Brian was saying, accuracy and timing. So as much as I want to just go, skinny pedal to the floor, for him, he's always on me reminding me, this stage is only 50 kilometers an hour, and it's about the precision. So doing all of our calculations, we don't get our route books until about an hour, 2 hours before the race. So then he gets busy having to do our odo factor and our calculations for our average speeds, and are based on our speedometer and our wheel size. All that will change. So each car has a different reading. So he's frantically trying to do the calculations while I'm trying to get the car ready and bug him.
I think the biggest challenge from my perspective is it's all about continuous communication, which is actually what we enjoy about it. So it's we both have distinct jobs, but it's also continuously communicating. And we're checking the safety of the vehicle all the time. We're checking the safety of the route. And while 50 kilometers an hour may sound like a very nice slow speed until you realize that's at night on a dirt road covered with ice that we can't see more than 100 meters. And all of a sudden that becomes quite a challenge. And knowing that someone could be checking our timings around the next corner. So you can't lose your focus for any time at all. You need to be 100% on the game, and it makes for a very, very challenging mentally to do, and your communication has to be ironclad.
I think our last rally was 12 hours of doing that continuously. So you imagine with maybe about a 10 or 15 minute break in between stages to wash the windows and do calculations. You're doing that for 12 hours straight. You get pretty tired by the end of the day. Just recently, about a week or two ago, made the decision to drop out of the rest of the Western Canadian Series this year and solely focus on new equipment. So we have a new rally computer that we just purchased. So getting to know our equipment, rebuilding the car. We have some welding to do. It's been 2 years of rally fixes, so now we have to really crack down and do the fixes, a permanent fix that we need to do. So this year is going to be, for probably the next 4 months, welding, painting, new equipment, taking stuff out of the car, new seats. And then our hopes are is to move into the Western Canadian TSD Rally Championship, which is 7 rallies over the next year, starting in January. So we got our work cut out for us, and then eventually one day, depending on how things go TSD, we're really hoping to move into stage rally, which is where you see the fastest time, and that's your classic rally that people probably are used to seeing. One of our discussion points when we were building the car, when we were looking at spending $14,000 on building an engine, was do we go with a turbocharged engine? We both talked about it and we decided to stay with naturally aspirated. It's not the most powerful engine and it's not the fastest car. It's fairly heavy even though we have it stripped down. But every rally we've done, the turbocharged vehicles, whether it's Subaru, Mitsubishi, they've all struggled. Some of the places that we race, there's no high octane gas. So you're looking at guys putting low grade octane into their tanks and you're just having a lot of issues. So we've had really good reliability with this car. In fact, I actually had it hydro-locked. The third and fourth cylinders were completely packed with water and we pulled the plugs and cranked it over and none of the pistons, none of the rods, nothing was damaged. Even my engineer said he's never seen an engine have that much water packed into the cylinders and not have anything needed to be rebuilt. And a lot of that speaks to the quality of the engine we got from Lightspeed Innovations as well. But overall, this car has been very reliable and we haven't had too many mechanical issues.
I think a testament to the quality of the Subaru as a vehicle, though, is when we go on rallies, it's by far your most predominant vehicle. And it's often an Outback or a Forester. So they're vehicles that were previously, used for family purposes and stuff, and they've been converted for rally, but they're consistent performers. And you combine that with the work that you get at Subaru in Grande Prairie. They take great care of us and really make sure that vehicle hums.
Some of the rallies we go on, people do have their daily driver and they've done very little to them. Maybe they've put bigger tire or skinnier tires on, or very little modification done to the vehicle though. And as Brian was mentioning, a huge part of the mechanical efficiency of the vehicle is attributed to the help that we've gotten from Grande Prairie Subaru throughout the last 2.5 years. It's probably been exciting for them to watch it go from a daily driver to a rally vehicle that's going on rallies across North America, knowing that it's their work as well, right? So.